Now, to the other force of nature that's left millions of people asking, did you feel it? It was an earthquake that measured 5.0, which may not sound like a lot, but those who went through it say it was 30 seconds of sheer terror. The quake's epicenter was near the town of Buckingham, Quebec, about 50 kilometers north of Ottawa, but the tremor was felt for hundreds of kilometers in every direction. Our coverage begins with CTV's Danielle Hamanjan.
17-year-old Nathan Sayo set up his camera for his daily workout blog when...
What the hell is that?
That was a 5.0 earthquake centered near the Quebec-Ontario border. Near this bridge, now washed away, the main road into town shut down. Near Gracefield, Quebec, a town of 2,500, quiet now. Earlier, however,
the cars were actually dancing in the parking lot, then everybody was running for the streets, including me.
A century-old church saw its chimney pierce through its roof, and so did this hotel.
You don't know when it's going to end.
And in downtown Ottawa, thousands of employees just back from lunch weren't too sure what was going on when they raced down from those high-rise buildings.
The whole building was shaking, and we're all standing there going, oh my God, what's going on?
Oh my gosh, I just got such a hot flash. We could just see the windows shaking and everything. I mean, the desks were moving.
The look that says, what is going on? Caught on camera during an NDP news conference.
They can learn.
Keeping his cool during a live interview, Environment Minister Jim Prentice.
Feel that?
I've never been in an earthquake, but let alone to be on one in the middle of a television interview.
And during a meeting on Parliament Hill, senators looked up to see shaking chandeliers.
Some senators dove onto their desks, others headed for the exits.
Back in Gracefield, those 30 seconds of tremors have left a town in a state of emergency.
I was scared because you don't see that often in Quebec or in Canada. So, and now I know how the people in Haiti feels like, because it was 10 times or maybe 15 times worse over there.
A state of emergency here in Gracefield, Lloyd, because no one is allowed into a public building, at least until officials inspect them, take a look, and make sure it's safe enough for people to go back inside.
So, Danielle, what more can you tell us about the epicenter of the quake, not far from you, Buckingham, Quebec, because we've heard of earthquakes from there before?
Well, this is an area referred to as a region of weakness, and the reason is because there are some old fault lines running through the area. 5.0 is considered a moderate quake, and they're fairly common in California or off the coast of British Columbia, and they can even, as we saw, happen here. Believe it or not, there are 150 quakes every year here, but certainly we don't feel them as strongly as we did today, Lloyd.
Well, what about the possibility of aftershocks on this one?
Well, it's a question I think on a lot of people's minds. Aftershock, quite possible, but unlikely we will be able to feel them.
Thank you, Danielle. Danielle Hamanjan in Quebec tonight.